Hi, my name is Jessica Logan, and I'm originally from Moore, Oklahoma. I'm a senior pursuing a bachelor's degree in natural resources, ecology, and management through the Ferguson College of Agriculture. My focus is in wildlife ecology, and I'm also pursuing a minor in animal science. It's currently 4:30, and I have some things I need to take care of prior to the Wildlife Society meeting tonight at 5:30, where I serve as the president of the student chapter until my graduation in May. As the president of the Wildlife Society, I have the opportunity to work hands-on with the faculty and staff through the Department of Natural Resources and the Ferguson College. I also get to work hands-on and coordinate with industry professionals that we invite as a club to be guest speakers, allowing undergraduate students to hear and get real-life experiences on what it's going to be like in their chosen field once they graduate. I also lead general meetings as well as executive meetings with my fellow officers. I coordinate any events that we have with other clubs on campus, as well as just general clubs that the Wildlife Society hosts.
Good morning, y'all. It's Wednesday at 7:30, and I'm about to head to my 8:30 class, Wildlife Management Techniques with Dr. Craig Davis.
Wildlife Techniques with Dr. Craig Davis is actually considered the capstone course for wildlife ecology and other wildlife majors within NREM, and basically it goes over all the wildlife management techniques that we've learned throughout our undergraduate careers and then applies them within that field lab. So one of the jobs that I have this semester is to process trail camera images for a grad student within the NREM department. Her name is Nicole Butler, and she is a PhD candidate who is completing a turkey nest predation project. So my job is to receive an SSD bank that has all the photos from her trail cameras that she collected during the spring and summer season, and then I use what is known as time-lapse, which is a camera image processing system that we use commonly in wildlife ecology in just the wildlife field to go through and label those images, whether that's the species, the sex of the species, how many there are, if it's dark, if it's empty, etc. And then once we get that, all the data from those images is compiled, and then the grad student or just the researcher is able to go through and interpret and determine species richness, abundance, how common they're seen, and then just any other variables that they are conducting within their study. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday at 8 a.m. and today's going to be a busy day. I have a quiz in field botany and then an exam in my admin and policy class. So let's go ahead and head to my 9 a.m. field botany class. In the field botany course, we cover a lot of different Oklahoma-related species that range from trees to native grasses to flowering plants. Alright, it's 10:30. I just took my field botany quiz. I did really well, and I'm heading to a study group for my admin and policy exam that I have at noon today. In the policy course, we got to discuss a lot of the wildlife-related policies that occur not only in Oklahoma, but throughout the rest of the United States, including federal laws that we have to follow as a governing nation. Hey guys, so it is currently Sunday afternoon around 2 o'clock, and I am working one of my part-time jobs. I work for American Electric Power Company, specifically the Wagon Wheel Wind Project that is based out of Mulhall in Orlando. And my job is basically to be an avian searcher, so I look for any migratory birds, specifically threatened and endangered, including bald eagles, whooping cranes, sandhill cranes, anything that you can think of, you name it. And I basically just report seeing those birds to the people that are at the laydown yard, and they shut off those turbines that have any of those birds nearby just to prevent those bird and wind turbine collisions. So I am actually considered a part-time worker for this job, as there are a lot of people, our shifts kind of come and go depending on what we work. That being said, I was actually recommended this job by a fellow classmate and a fellow friend. So this is a chance for me to really emphasize for you guys to go ahead and network with anybody that you have classes with, especially if you share a similar major or even just an interest.
Thanks for following me along in a week in my life as a natural resources ecology management major. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing everything that I get to do. And remember, go outside and enjoy the outdoors.